Day 850 being Christopher Cruz. All right, I have to do this. I'm putting together the brand today for Warriors of God, and the greatest desire, the core desire of the people who are joining Warriors of God, their core desire is to live into their God-given greatness. And the problems and the struggles that they have, their external problems, they're living a mediocre life, they're living a small life, which internally creates this problem of frustration. They feel like they're failing and they feel like they're wasting their potential. And philosophically, the problem with that is no child of God should be a prisoner to mediocrity. No child of God should be stuck in smallness. And so it's like, those are the people I'm meant to serve, is these people who have greatness in them, but they know they're not living into it. Enter this guy. And I'm doing great. I know I'm living into my potential. Everything has shifted since I accepted God into my life, and I'm making so much progress, but the enemy still has me prisoner when it comes to my flesh. Food, sleeping, lust, those are the things where it's just my body's just and I know that fasting and praying are the things that can just break that. And I did fasting for 6 or 7 days, and it was amazing, and it was actually easy. And my mom got saved, my dad got saved, and ever since then, I haven't been able to fast. I'll go maybe one day, and I need to break this. I was on my knees crying, just repenting to God, because I have just spent so much time pursuing things in my flesh rather than pursuing time with Him. And that really hurt, to know that's what I'm doing. And it's Chris, when are you gonna make the decision? When is this gonna become a thing? When are you gonna pursue God more than you pursue your flesh? And it's just I just feel like I'm there. I'm just I have to take control over this. And yeah. And there's fear, which I know this needs to be driven by love for God, but there's also this fear of I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back to feeling that anxiety, and that pit in my stomach. I don't want to go back to feeling like a failure and a loser. I don't want to go back to the stress and the worry and the doubt. And I don't want to go back to all of those things. I don't want to go back to being that person and living that life. And it's I'm so close. I'm so close to just everything. I feel like it's just right in front of me. And I feel like the only obstacle right now is my flesh. And so I just made all of this food literally yesterday, spent half the day making this delicious minestrone soup, best I've ever had. All of this shakshuka. So I've got all this food. I went and got hummus. I got these bell peppers and tomatoes and cucumber to make a Israeli salad. I got parsley, I got lemon, I got all those oranges. I got these microgreens. I got all those avocados and the lavash, all organic. It was just I'm going to start eating healthy. I'm excited. I had some today. It's delicious. And right after I prayed, it was I'm done. I have to draw a line in the sand and say, this is it. And Warriors of God, we're doing our last free call tomorrow. And I got to be able to draw a line in the sand and say, guys, this is what this program is about. It is either for you or it's not. But I have to be a demonstration of that. And so I need to fast. I have to fast. I have to beat my flesh into submission. I cannot keep allowing it to stop me. I'm so close. And it's just right there. I'm right there. And I have to draw I got to put the final nail in the coffin, which is just crazy because I just made all this food, spent $100 on all the groceries for it. And so my flesh is oh, just eat it for the next, 5 days. And then, when you're done, then you can start fasting. But how I feel right now is I might not feel that way in 5 days from now once I've had this time for it to settle down and, all of that. And it's like, no, I want to take action now. I want to show God now. Like, I'm serious now. I want to show myself I'm serious now. And I have the Warriors of God call tomorrow. So I will be telling them I am fasting, and I'll have this level of accountability that I've never had before. And I just need to be the demonstration of what it looks like to sacrifice your flesh and to live with your spirit running the show, not your flesh. And I just have to do it. And then I was like, yeah, but I can't get rid of all this food. And then bing, God gave me this great idea. Take it to your mom. She was just saying how much she loves your cooking and misses it and wish she could have some of the soup. Go take it to her. She's only 40 minutes away. That's with traffic. So I got all this stuff out here, and I'm going to take it to her. And that actually makes me so happy because she'll be able to eat super healthy food. And I know she's not eating that healthy, like that kind of healthy, like organic and just, I mean, it's basically vegan except some eggs and the shakshuka. But other than that, it's vegan. And she just loves it. And I know that she is in a battle with her flesh right now too when it comes to food. So I'm going to pack all this stuff up, and I'm going to drive by, and I'm going to drop it off at her house. And my fast starts now. So, and I was thinking like, oh, you know, I'll keep these lemons so I can have some lemon water. And it's like, don't give in to your flesh already. So I have a feeling this might be one of the hardest things I ever do. And I just have to do it. Like, I have to do it. I can't live like this anymore. I can't sit here and be so on the edge of just great things and let my flesh stop me from receiving them. Like, there's no way. And I gotta, like, dominate my flesh so my pursuit of Jesus is the most important thing in my life. Like, I have to get in that pursuit again. And my flesh is just not allowing me to do that. Like, the desires of my flesh are just not allowing me to do that. I've been so weak. And so I really have to stand firm and draw a line in the sand and say, no, this ends today. So I'm going to drive for the next hour and a half, and I'm going to do it. And I was thinking, oh, you could just go tomorrow morning, like really early in the morning, and, you know, that'll save you 20 minutes of traffic. And it's just like, no, forget that. I'm going now. I'm not even going to give myself a chance. I'm not even giving my flesh a chance to change my mind. So I just took everything out of the fridge, and I'm going now. So yeah, this just has to happen. I just can't live like this anymore. And I know God expects more of me, and I expect more of me. And if I'm serious about leading warriors of God, and it's all about helping believers live into their greatness and escape the prison of mediocrity, well, I got to be the demonstration of that. So this is a demonstration of that. So here we go.